So, Deb, what would you say as a key leader, in ministry, been doing this for a long, long time? There's youth leaders that are wondering, hey, how do I lead my team effectively? How do I lead my team of adult leaders, student leaders? What are some of the keys to leadership in your opinion?
It's a really good question. I'm going to try to alliterate because, I know that you like stuff like that. So,
Yes, I do.
so I would say listen, learn, love, and lead. So 4 L's. And let me explain them. So first of all, you really need to walk in with an attitude of listening and just seeking to understand. If you're not listening to your folks, if you're not paying attention to what's happening in their life and what is happening in their workday or their as they're trying to lead, either as students or as adult leaders, then you're going to be missing out. As far as learning is concerned, I would say that you need to learn from those that you're leading as well as you need to always be learning yourself. So whether you are soaking up content or reading a lot or talking to other leaders, you need to always have an attitude that there is something else for you to learn. I know for me, I'm going on 60 now, and I definitely still feel like there is so much out there that I need to learn. I'm especially aware of that when it comes to scripture, and I'm always just trying to soak that in and soak that up. And so learning is super, super important as a leader. And then love, I just think it's kind of underrated. Not enough people are talking about that in leadership these days. You really, truly need to sincerely love the people that you're trying to lead and that you are working alongside. If you don't care for them, then how are you going to be able to trust them, and how are they going to really want to follow you? And I mean really sincerely love them. And that's just super, super important. You should love the students that you're leading. You should love the adults that you're leading. And finally, just simply lead. There will be times where you just need to make a decision. And once you've received as much information as you feel you need, and you've asked as many questions as you can, and you've listened to those who are around you and who would maybe be experts in whatever problem you're trying to solve or whatever project you're trying to execute, you need to step out front and make a decision and just lead well. And a lot of times that's not going to be popular. A lot of times you are not going to be able to make a decision that everybody agrees with, but it's super important that you make a decision. And then I would just follow that up with be vulnerable and transparent enough to come back to a decision that you've made and stand by it, but also admit when you've made a mistake. And it could be that you just made a decision with the information that you had and you got new information and the decision turned out to not be as good of a decision as you had thought originally. But just be transparent about that and tell your team. And let them see you working through it. And I think when you do that, you'll be a leader that folks want to follow.
So listen, learn, love, lead.
Correct.
As they say, Debbie Bresina, that will preach. That's really good. Because my 4 L's have always been lead, laugh, and leave. Ha ha! I'm out of here.
Well, laughter is good. I like laughter.
See?
We should have added that one.
The 5th L. Yeah, and that's why you are the key leader here, because you really do those 4 L's well. And you do. You laugh well, too.
Thank you.
You do not tell jokes that well. You try, but you laugh at jokes. Everybody hears your laugh. It fills the office, so it's great. And you're really good at those 4 L's.